We're celebrating the 2020 Top 40 Under 40 honorees. We're excited. We got a great group of honorees this year, but just as important, we're celebrating our 25th anniversary of honoring the rising stars of the Capital Region, and so we have a little special treat in store tonight going back down memory lane.
What kind of contributions have all those folks made to the Baton Rouge area?
Wow, over the last 25 years, we've had mayors and governors and CEOs and executive directors and people from the nonprofit for the for-profit. You know, they come from diverse backgrounds, but one commonality of all of our honorees throughout the years is that they're all trying to make a difference in the place called Baton Rouge. All right, well, good evening, and welcome to the 2020 40 Under 40. On behalf of our sponsors, Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, InvestStar Bank, King Miller Law Firm, the East Baton Rouge Parish Library, and LaBerge, we'd like to welcome you this evening. Tonight's event is different and special, as you've already found out. We decided that no pandemic was going to stop us from honoring this year's Top 40 Under 40 honorees. This year's honorees are a distinguished group that will join 960 alumni that we've been fortunate to honor over the years. And I want to start off this evening by just mentioning the fact that in challenging times, perspective is an important thing. I want to remind everybody here this evening, and everybody watching online, that we're blessed to live in this community, and with emerging leaders like the ones we're honoring tonight, we believe the Capital Region has a bright future. I hope you've had a chance to look at this year's Top 40 Under 40 edition. It's now on newsstands. This year we had over 419 nominations, representing 237 individual nominees, but we had to cull it down to 40. Some of the honorees tonight, they work in private sectors, some work in public sectors, others work for themselves. But all of them are working to make a difference in the Capital Region and call this place home. They're trying to make a difference. And speaking of making a difference, in a few moments we're going to take a look back at 25 classes of the Top 40 Under 40 honorees who have made an impact on our region. This year marks the 25th selection of honorees, which really means that tonight's presentation, over the last 27 years, we've honored 1,000 people in our community. All of them have made an impact. As a matter of fact, we have a little special video that we're going to show you in a moment. And when I looked at these pics from the 1990s and the early 2000s, it really hit me hard, John. Andy, when I started emceeing this thing back in the late 1990s, I was young and good looking. Now I'm just good looking. Check out this video right now. You know, it hasn't been an easy year for any of us, but we really are excited to be able to host this event this evening. Live here are all of our honorees and our sponsors. We want to thank all of you back home for joining us, and actually some of you in special rooms joining us this evening. So now it's time. What we're going to do, we're going to do something different. We're going to have our first 20 honorees to practice healthy social distancing. And so it's time to present the first 20 of our top 40, under 40 this year. Stephanie, take it away.
Thanks, Julio. And now it's my pleasure to present the Annual Business Report's 40 Under 40 Class of 2020. Here are the first 20 honorees. Adrian Owen Jones, Assistant Vice President for Advancement Services, LSU Foundation. Tyra Banks, Innovation and Partnership Catalyst at Metromorphosis. Henry Barham, Rhinologist, Sinus and Nasal Specialists of Baton Rouge. Chelsea Blankenship, Business Owner, Marketing Consultant for Sosis Boutique and CLB Consulting. Travis Broussard, Vice President of Business Development, Alliance Safety Council. Emily Chatelaine, Executive Director, 3 O'Clock Project. Paul Dietzel, Founder, CEO, Anodot. Jesse Downs, Director, LSU Olind Career Center, LSU. Cody Guillory, President Owner, Sustainable Design Solutions. David Helveston, President CEO, Associated Builders and Contractors, Pelican Chapter. Brandon Hawley, Owner Operator, Relief Windows. Joshua Hollins, Vice President Public Finance, Stifel and Nicholas. Brandon Kelly, Vice President Community Reinvestment Director, Home Bank. Kazra Khalili, CEO and co-founder, Mentor. Whitney LANASA, Managing Director, Stonehenge Capital. Justin Langlois, Regional Vice President, Sterling Properties. Joni Lemoyne, Chief Nursing Officer, Mid-City, Baton Rouge General. Blair Loop, Vice President, COO, J. Ducote Hospitality, Government Taco. Megan Manchester, Public and Government Affairs Advisor, ExxonMobil. Ben Marcel, CEO, Torapath Technologies. Julio, back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the top 40 under 40. These are our first 20. And I told you we had something a little bit special. And so, as you can all tell, they're all good looking, they're smart, but some of them are kind of quirky and they're all very interesting. And so what we did is we went behind the scenes and we asked them all a couple of unique questions. And so I want you to take a moment and check them out.
We're ready to go.
You say that. How many takes do we get?
All right. Why don't we start by just you introducing yourself to me and what you do?
Sure.
I'm Adrian Owen Jones.
My name is Brandon Kelly.
I'm Justin Langlois.
My name's Ben Marcel. I'm the founder and CEO of Torapath Technologies.
The most fulfilling moment in my career so far has been watching students that I've mentored along the way now sitting across from me at the table in meetings at work, contributing innovative solutions to whatever the task at hand is.
So I've been in education and workforce development my whole career, so I love to meet our students, our recent graduates, and just hear the initiative that they took to learn a new craft that's just going to better their lives, provide for their families. To know that I played a small part in their success is just incredibly fulfilling.
The most fulfilling moment, I would say, that's sort of a daily answer, because in medicine, it's not like you have one great moment, but you have a lot of opportunities and meet great people.
The most fulfilling moment of my career has been when I had the opportunity to give back. In this past year, I volunteered as a mentor at the Young Entrepreneurs Academy in Baton Rouge. I got paired up with a young man who had an amazing idea, it wasn't well put together, but he had an idea. Over the course of the next 6 weeks to 8 weeks, what I found was, the joy and the rewarding nature of being able to help him go through and avoid the pitfalls that I went through. He went on to pitch, and he won the $5,000 pitch competition, which I was just really proud to see. And I just know that from here on out, that made me realize I can continue that, and I can help more young entrepreneurs do the same.
One book that has really inspired me in my career is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. It's really a great story of his perseverance, and how he became successful, knowing not to be so focused on success itself and more about the journey.
Recently I've read Brené Brown's Dare to Lead, and that assessment inside of it, the daring leadership versus armored leadership, will get you right. It has you practice or kind of take an inventory of yourself.
Probably the thing that inspires me the most professionally, podcast-wise, is just listening to podcasts that don't have to do with work, to kind of get a break from the day-to-day. So I listen to a lot of drag-related podcasts.
A book, How Successful People Lead. Early on in my career, I was appointed into executive leadership in state government. It took the focus off of the title and whatever that leadership title is, and really focused in on the intangibles of the leader.
I don't think I could narrow down to one book or a podcast, but I have to give a huge shout out to God. I listen to some podcasts on EWT and the Catholic radio station, and that kind of gets me going in the morning. It keeps me grounded.
The Bible in general, which I know is sort of like cliche, but is sort of a playbook of life, which I think is important.
Every morning I wake up and I read the Bible. Reading God's Word inspires me to be a better man. I have 5 kids, a better father, and a better husband to my wife.
Something that I learned the hard way was delegation. Very early on in my career, I was given my first project that I was going to manage the scope, schedule, and budget for, as well as the technical content of a sewer-related project. And by the end of the project, I was overworked and so stressed out, and there were so many opportunities that I could have delegated tasks to other team members. It would have not only helped me grow and lessen the burden on myself, but it also would have given them tools and things to work on to develop their skills as well.
I think one thing I had to learn the hard way was the importance of relationships. Every job that I've ever had has been the direct result of a relationship that I built. As long as you are protecting, nurturing, and growing your relationships, that you are showing people respect, whether they're the CEO or the custodian, or the way that you are building bridges and not burning bridges, you're doing those things and they will reap great rewards for you in the future.
One thing I learned the hard way, growing up, I grew up in a small town called Marksville, Louisiana, and my grandfather owned a department store there. He has for years, and we would all work in his department store. Every summer he sold school uniforms. At 16 years old, I didn't always want to work 8 to 5 every day during the summer, including Saturdays. My parents were really adamant. I had to stick to it. It was my responsibility. This is what I had committed to. And I really think it's because of things like that I learned to work hard, and sometimes the best lessons in life are learned from things you didn't actually want to do in the first place, but then you learn how to appreciate them in the long run.
My professional aha moment, that's a tough one for me, but one thing that stands out really is I had a colleague that I respect, tremendously, and he shared with me a quote that someone shared with him, and it was, no one's waking up thinking about Whitney LANASA. And it just reminds me that every day you have to get up, you got to be bold, you got to do it for yourself, because nobody's going to do it for you. And I think about that all the time, and I have a kind of a gag Christmas gift someone gave me with that quote that sits in my office.
My professional aha moment was completing my first marathon. Now I know that doesn't sound professional, but I love to find analogies between business and life. One thing with preparing for a marathon is I had to prepare an 18-week training plan. I had to execute that plan and also adapt to problems that came along during the plan, as well as the mental and physical stamina needed to run 26.2 miles.
The professional aha moment for me was that if you really want to be a dreamer, if you really want to go for things that are not normal or not ordinary, that are extraordinary, you're more limited by the people that you surround yourself with than by your own abilities. It's something that you have to get burned a few times, you have to have a few good experiences, and then somewhere along the way you learn how to make that mix work and what type of people that you need around you to be a better person, to be a better business leader, to be a better co-worker, and everything else.
So my professional aha moment, it came when my current boss, gave me an assignment, and I was looking over everything, and I said, well, what would you like to do? I think this, but what do you think? And well, we could do this, what do you think? And he looked at me and he said, I pay you to think about it. It's like, no, what do you? He said, I'm paying for your expertise, your experience. What is it that you think? He's like, because that's what you're really here to manage. And it was a moment, I can't believe that I am discounting my own value, right? That I'm discounting what I bring to the table, because that's why I'm here.
I feel like every day I live an aha moment. I'm learning from my mistakes, if they're successful or not. So I believe that's my aha moment. Every day I'm living it.
All right, so something we didn't tell you. We have a couple extra questions.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There's a couple more questions.
Okay, let's do it.
A little surprise.
Okay. There we go.
There's a couple more questions
Sure.
that we didn't give you.
Okay.
But these are a lot more fun.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What are like one or two of your pet peeves?
Wow.
We could go all day, huh?
Smacking cereal. I grew up with two brothers. I have a twin brother, and I just remember that sound of them smacking. And you're awake, and you're not not super happy in the morning.
Being late or waiting on someone.
Wasting time.
A stickler for time.
Can it be like randomness?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so one is when someone helps you load the dishwasher, but they put the forks and spoons down instead of sticking them up. I like put the forks and tines up so that the dishwasher can actually, move the water and the soap past and really interact with the fork. But if you're putting it down, then,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would you say you are?
Ooh, I'm a solid 8. I'm a solid 8.
3, but I do like comedy. I'm just not very comical.
Probably about a 7 or an 8.
I am not funny. I'm not funny. Like I'm like negative funny. I mean, you're laughing, but it's true. I'm not a funny person.
With alcohol or not.
Is there like a go-to joke you have?
So my go-to joke, I like to ask kids, where are pirates from? And I say, Argentina.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And we are ready now for the next 20 honorees that make up this year's top 40 under 40. Stephanie, give it away. Let's go.
Introducing the next 20 honorees of this year's class of 40 under 40. Michael Mason, Councilman, District 11, Ascension Parish Government. Kimberly McDANIEL, Engineering Operations Manager, C.H. Fenstermaker and Associates. R.J. McKimsey, owner, Premier South. Christopher McKinley, owner and lead designer, Chris McKinley Event Design. Ellen McKnight, principal, The Maxine Firm. Hayden Moore, attorney, Walters Papillon, Thomas & Collins. Chelsea Norris, co-director, Ann Connelly Fine Art. Jonathan Perkle, Managing Director of Operations and Finance, Emergent Method. Chris Reeves, Certified Financial Planner, Edward D. Jones. Heather Romer, President, B1 Foundation and Director of Corporate Governance, B1 Bank. Kristen Rushing, Co-owner and Account Director, Red 6 Media. Rebecca Shute, President and CEO, Pennington Biomedical Research Foundation. Courtney Scott, Assistant Chief Administrative Officer, Mayor President's Office, Baton Rouge. Jenny Soames, Assistant Professor of Theriogenology, LSU School of Veterinary Medicine. Jason Stutz, Vice President of E-commerce and Analytics, Barbecue Guys. Melissa Torito, Partner, Falk & Winkler. Michael Veluzzo, Owner-Operator, Veluzzo Companies. Michael B. Victorian, Associate, Phelps Dunbar. Marcus Williams, Program Director, East Baton Rouge Parish School System Program, CSRS. Blake Williamson, Cataract and Refractive Surgeon, Williamson Eye Center. Julio, back to you.
Let's hear it up for the other 2020 of our top 40 under 40s. So I'll let you know what we did with the first 20, but we did the same thing with the second 20. We got some different questions and some interesting perspectives. Again, this group's pretty good looking too. They're smart, but some quirkiness and something interesting. Check this out.
I don't do a lot of interviews, Tim, so this is
new?
I'm not rehearsed, man.
Well, let's just start by you telling me your name and what you do.
My name is Jenny Sones.
My name is Melissa Torito.
Robert R.J. McJimsey, Premier South Roofing, owner, president, captain.
The most fulfilling moment of my career has been being a part of a company and a team that's had a small part in helping 2016 flood victims get back on their feet in Louisiana through the Restore Louisiana program, helping them secure some federal funding and get back on their feet.
We got a call from one of our clients whose area was devastated by Hurricane Laura. One of their biggest headaches was that all of their street signs were missing at all of their intersections, and we were able to mobilize on the fly a team of engineers to go down there and help solve some problems.
I think the most fulfilling moment in my career so far has been the opportunity to see ideas turn into action and then impact. I'm gonna get the opportunity to touch people in so many different ways, and in the midst of a global pandemic and the most unprecedented weather events we've probably seen. So in that, seeing that our quick actions and the things that we get to do really show impact to the community, and when people see and feel your work, I think that's so rewarding.
Thanksgiving, we were having a Friendsgiving potluck lunch at our office, and one of our employees, as we were going around the table saying what we were most thankful for, our employee said, "My job," because it allowed he and his wife to have a second kid. And that just really, took me back a little bit, because it was bigger than, any project or award, and just hearing an employee say that job had impact.
It's hard to say it's a single moment. I guess putting the food on so many plates is the single most, important thing every week. So I can't put a trophy or a medal on one single event, but getting able to feed so many people. So I think I gotta put it like that.
One book that really helped me professionally was The Art of Happiness at Work by the Dalai Lama and Howard Cutler. I was unfortunately in a toxic work environment, and so I would listen to this book on tape on the way to work, and it really helped me sort of reframe some of my thinking, muster up some compassion for people, and really just find a way to cope with the situation until I was able to move on to a happier work environment.
So a book that I read very early on when I started to become on the leadership track at Falk & Winkler is Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. She talks a lot about culture within a business and what they do, from leadership to employees. And so I think that regardless of the situation the world is going through, culture in your business is very important to that business.
So it's a book, The Confidence Code by Katty Kay and Andrea Shipman. It kind of dives into how being agile and being flexible, because this year has, thrown so many things at us, we've had to just adjust. And so that book talks about adjusting your style.
Probably have to be Seabiscuit. And I just found it so inspiring, this horse that was racing during the Great Depression. And he had some setbacks, and he wasn't very good at the beginning, but he stuck with it and he kept going. And that's sort of me. So I felt really inspired by Seabiscuit in my earlier days.
Definitely the autobiography of Malcolm X. I read that book when I was in 7th grade, and it gave me a lot of confidence. It taught me self-love, it taught me self-confidence, and you definitely can't, go out in this business or, in this business space without having a level of confidence.
The Last Lecture by Randy Posh. A few cool points that stuck with me because I read it 8-9 years ago. Never lose that childlike sense we have, care for each other, help others. And one kind of emotional thing that at the time when I read it, I thought it was cool, and now, growing up, being a dad, it sticks with me now is, a full day, if you can laugh, cry, and be thankful, it's a pretty cool day. And, entrepreneur and advisor or anyone could definitely benefit from that book.
What did I learn the hard way? In an established business like McDonald's or a fourth-generational business like the Luzo Companies, one thing I've learned the hard way is to maintain the entrepreneurial spirit and entrepreneurial drive. When you've got a business that has lasted 60+ years and it's got a system that's tried and true and it's got a bow neatly tied on top of it, one of the greatest challenges is to say, how can I change this for the better?
What I had to learn the hard way was the value of my gifts and talents. A lot of times when you're new in the industry, in any industry, people recognize that, and sometimes, you're taken advantage of and things like that. So I had to learn the hard way the value of what I could offer.
Definitely, as a professional, being familiar with public speaking techniques. Being a professional, you normally don't think that you are going to have to be in that situation where you got to speak publicly to small and large groups. So it definitely was a fear of mine prior to taking this position, and something I definitely had to work through.
I'm still learning it, but that it's okay to say no. Sometimes a no to someone else is a yes to yourself, and you have to prioritize yourself. You can still be a great and kind person and say no.
My father used to tell me when I was a child that experience is not the best teacher, it's just the hardest. Unfortunately, it's been the way that I've gone a number of different instances. Something that I had to learn the hard way is to always pay attention to detail. And it's always helpful to have someone else to bump ideas off of or to get guidance from.
Every day I learn something new, I can honestly say that. And that's the great part about what I do, is every project is different. And so maybe the one thing I've had to learn is that I'll never know everything. And that's actually somewhat energizing, to be in a business where every day is somewhat of an unknown.
I've had a couple of them, but more recently, it's really about balance. I think Apple calls it work-life balance. If you give too much at work, which is kind of what we all want to do, we all want to give so much and grow and flourish in a company, but if you give too much, you're going to burn yourself out. My aha moment was when I realized that I can still give 110% at work, but still have time for myself.
A professional aha moment happened 6 years ago when I had the opportunity to jumpstart our analytics division. With limited resources, I had to assure the department managers that automation was our future. And what I found was something extremely powerful, and that was how can I align business leaders with IT and extract data from one side of the business and empower them on the other side of business.
My professional aha moment was when I was on a mission trip in New Delhi. There's an amazing eye facility called Dr. Shroff's Charity Eye Hospital. And when I was there, I was actually with one of the resident physicians and watched him perform 100 cataract surgeries in a single day. Thinking about all the different lives that he was going to be able to touch just in that one day. And then if you sort of stretch that out over a career, all the lives that I would be able to touch, for all the people in Louisiana who are having vision issues. It kind of inspired me to become, a high volume surgeon taking care of many, many people every single week.
Well, there's a couple questions that we didn't give you prepared.
Great. I love surprises.
So there's a little surprise.
Oh God. I love surprises though.
There's a couple more questions that you were not given.
Ooh.
that we're gonna ask you.
Oh, great. Pop quiz.
If you could go back in time, or forward in time, what year would you travel to and why?
Oh, that's such a good question.
I'd probably say 1960s or so.
Okay.
1960s. My dad said it was a pretty rad era, you know? I'm all about the cell phones have created such a problem. Now in business, I can answer 100 questions in 10 minutes.
I would travel to the 60s. I would travel to the 60s because it's such a changing time for America, especially for African Americans. I would also go back to that particular time period because I saw that there was, as far as like the way we carried ourselves and just the culture in America was just totally different.
In this day and age, I'm very fascinated by our American founding fathers. I'm very curious. I would love to ask them, how did they see America in 2020? And I think that would be really cool.
What did you want to be when you were little?
Oh, okay. I wanted to be a lot of things. When I was very young, I wanted to be a pay lady, which is a cashier, because I like pressing the buttons, which is funny now because I still like to type, but I wanted to be a pay lady because I like pressing the buttons, and I thought that they kept the money.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be an Egyptologist, and I even went so far to study Egyptology in college and learn hieroglyphics. Then I decided I liked people better than, looking at old rocks with carvings on them, so.
Well, I always wanted to be a figure skater growing up, and for some reason my parents live in South Louisiana, so my dreams were crushed at a pretty young age.
I think an answer that is pretty typical would say astronaut or something like that, or want to be a baseball player, but truthfully, I always wanted to be in Top Gun. I always wanted to be in Top Gun, fly fighter jets, or just be Tom Cruise in that movie. He seemed to have it all.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Hess Crockett with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Everyone virtual, hope y'all are having a great night. First of all, I want to let y'all know, this feels good. This is the first night I've been able to do any sort of event all year. So, yeah. So hopefully we're getting back to a sense of normalcy. So we'll see. But more importantly, really why we're here for the 40 distinct individuals in this room this evening. And I want to celebrate you all. We do it every single year. I always highlight it on the calendar. And it's amazing because you 40 are driving our city, and I want to thank y'all. And not to talk about the year, but 2020's been a little interesting, positive, negative here and there, but y'all are carrying us forward, and I want to thank you for it. It's really important. So on to the big announcement, like Julio said. So are y'all ready? Yeah. All right. So Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge is going to give every honoree this year a free Mercedes, and yes, I said free Mercedes, for an entire month. Yeah, good stuff. All right, this is how we're mixing up this year. So when y'all leave the ballroom tonight on the right, our team has a booth set up. I need every under 40 honoree to go register, and you'll actually get to pick the SUV of your choice to drive for your designated month. Whoa. Yep, good stuff. So on top of that, there'll be a social media contest that y'all will get the details to later on. So during your designated month, you're going to get to be in the car, share, spread the love. Looking forward to seeing it. But there's more. So there will be a grand prize winner of the contest. That grand prize is a $4,000 donation to a local charity of the grand prize winner's choice. Right. I think it's a great way for us, the honoree, and a great way to showcase and give back to our community, to a local charity. So, but with that being said, before we leave, I just want to say, top 40 under 40. This isn't just an award. I say it every single year. Y'all were nominated by your peers, friends, family members, I'm sure even strangers. And this is more than an award. This is who y'all are, and I want to thank you for helping the city and carrying us forward, and we look forward to big things from y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Hess. Well, like all good things, everything has to come to an end. I want to just take a moment and thank Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, obviously, Investar Bank, King Miller Law Firm, the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System in LaBerge for making the broadcast and this night possible. And lastly, before we go this evening, as we come to a close of another year, I want to remind you that no matter all the challenges that we have in America, it's still the greatest nation on the earth. We're proud to call Baton Rouge home. On behalf of Business Report and along with our sister publications, 225 Magazine and Register, 1012 Industry Report, we want to thank you all for allowing us the opportunity to serve you. And we hope that the holiday seasons, the new year, bring you much happiness and success. Here's my tip for the night. I'm tired of politics, I'm tired of COVID-19, and I'm tired of hurricanes. Between now and the end of the year, I'm going to watch Hallmark movies, and that's my gig. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, I'm KRISTEN Rushing. I'm partner and account director at Red 6 Media and Advertising Agency.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
Oh, I was shocked. Our office manager came in and said, "Congratulations!" And I saw something Business Report in her hand, and I said, "Thanks." I thought she knew that I already knew that we won Best Place to Work in Baton Rouge, but that was the month before. And then she set the letter down, and later I picked it up, and I was like, it's been quite of an adjustment for me this year. I'm a new mom. I say new, baby's one, but I still feel like a new mom. So 2020 with COVID and being a mom has been a little bit crazy, and it was just a very big honor to get this award this year. It means a lot to me.
Tell us your vision for Baton Rouge.
Vision for growth, but I hope that Baton Rouge is a place where people come to Louisiana to visit and then say, hey, while I'm here in Baton Rouge, I might as well go to New Orleans instead of the other way around.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Schutte, and I am President and CEO of the Pennington Biomedical Research Foundation.
What do you think about winning this award?
Oh, I was very honored. It's wonderful to be here with so many other honorees.
Tell us your vision for Baton Rouge.
Wow, I would just love for Baton Rouge to continue to grow. I think it's a wonderful place, and we've just got so much going on. I think every time someone comes here, they're impressed. So just keep growing and doing better things.
Kimberly McDANIEL. I am an engineering manager with Fenstermaker and Associates.
What's your reaction to winning this award?
Extremely honored. I was very humbled by it. There's a lot of great people in this city, so among a really good group of people.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
I'm an engineer, so I tend to think things like walkable communities, sustainable infrastructure, definitely fixing our traffic and roadway problems. We have a long ways to go. We're making progress, but we still have a long ways to go. I want a place that, my kids can walk to a friend's house, down the street to, get a snack and things like that and be safe.
My name is ADRIAN Owen-Jones. I'm the Assistant Vice President for Advancement Services at the LSU Foundation.
Your reaction to winning this award?
I'm really humbled and excited, and this is just a moment when you realize who your people are, and the support has been overwhelming.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
My vision for Baton Rouge is that we, have so much untapped potential. I really think we have the ability to be the cultural center of the South if we tap into that. So I love living here, and I'm really excited for what the future holds.
Hi, I'm Michael Valuza. I'm a McDonald's owner-operator here in South Louisiana.
What's your reaction to winning this award?
Oh, it was a tremendous honor. I've got the good fortune of being in a multi-generational business and a family business, and my father has won this in the past, in fact 25 years ago, and my older brother won it as well.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
Baton Rouge is a great place. I call it home. My wife calls it home, and she's not from here. She's a transplant. But we're raising our 4 children in this home, and we want them to consider it home as well. And so, we've got a city filled with phenomenal people, with phenomenal culture, and we want to make sure that we do our best to perpetuate that by continuing to kind of dig deep and be the good people that we are.
I'm Blair Loop, and I'm the COO and Creative Director for Jada Cody Hospitality.
What's your reaction to winning this award?
I was shocked, honestly. I'm one of the younger award nominees, and I feel really honored to be a part of this class. I've been working really hard for the past 6+ years on this career track, and I'm happy with what I've accomplished.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
My vision has always been to kind of add to the community and culture that we have here. I know that there are a lot of people who have moved away and come back, and we've seen our businesses boom, but I want to be part of the younger generation who's able to contribute to that as well.
What's your reaction to winning this award?
Super honored. I went and looked back at all the past people who've won this award, and I am in really good company, so I'm very honored to be here.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
I hope that we can all come together as a community and work on some serious issues together and recognize that, you know, your problem is my problem, and we can all make a better community.
Hi, my name is Ben Marcel. I'm the founder and CEO of Torapath Technologies.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
The only way to sum it up is that it's a great shining moment in such a chaotic year.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
Continue to bring technology to our community, invest in our children, and show them that there's a lot of opportunity here in the Baton Rouge area.
My name's Whitney, LANASA. I'm the managing director of Stonehenge Capital Company, headquartered here in Baton Rouge.
What's your reaction to winning this award?
I'm flattered and very grateful and honored to be here.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
My vision is just to come together and make this the best place to kind of work and play and raise a family.
Marcus Williams, Program Director, CSRS.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
I was excited. I think it was a pleasant surprise to receive the email. I think it's kind of like winning the lottery.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
Progression. I think people need to learn to work together and stay on a common goal and advancing our city.
I'm Michael Victorian. I'm an attorney with Phelps Dunbar.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
It's very exciting. It's always an honor to be recognized and acknowledged. Such a prestigious award in the community. So, and especially when I saw everybody else who's listed, it's an honor to be considered and be acknowledged with the rest of the folks in the 40 under 40 list.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
I'd love to see Baton Rouge view itself as one community, right, and continue to come together. I think we've made a lot of progress recently, and I'd like to see us continue to make progress going forward.
Henry Barham. I am a rhinologist with Sinus and Nasal Specialist of Louisiana.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
Yeah, honored. Not from here, and so, but I love Baton Rouge, and just an honor to be in medicine, but to be considered, an honoree in a business world. So it's pretty exciting.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
In a healthcare, or from a healthcare sense, to continue to try to evolve our field, to try to push the limits of our specific field, but then healthcare in general. We're in a kind of a special place in Baton Rouge in that we do have great doctors here and great hospitals, and so there is a chance to do something special here.
I am Christopher McKINLEY Jr. I'm the owner of Chris McKINLEY Event Designs here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's an event planning company.
Your reaction to winning this award?
I was really shocked. I know there's a lot of people in Baton Rouge who are doing great things, and I was just honored and shocked at the same time.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
That we become a place of unity. We are already working forward and making progress in that area. I just love Baton Rouge. I just hope we continue to be the way that we are and just progress and unite.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Norris. I'm the co-director of Ann Connelly Fine Art here in Baton Rouge.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
It was such a great highlight, not only to the year 2020, but to my career overall. So it's been a real honor to be among some amazing nominees.
Your vision for Baton Rouge?
I think Baton Rouge has a great opportunity to be at the convergence of education, industry, and cultural offerings. So I think it's our job as the up-and-coming leaders to make sure that that convergence happens.
My name's Jenny Sones. I'm a veterinarian at LSU School of Veterinary Medicine.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
I was really excited. I didn't think I did anything to deserve it, so I truly appreciate it.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
Baton Rouge is my home. I was born here, raised here, and I'm a proud citizen of it. And I think, the family feel that we have and the coziness of Baton Rouge should just continue forever.
Chris Reeves from Plaquemine, Louisiana, financial advisor for Edward Jones.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
I was pretty excited. It's something I always looked up to. I always read all the winners each year, so I was pumped.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
Vision for Baton Rouge. Ton of potential with the Mississippi and the industry. There's so much that they could capitalize on. I think we have a lot, but we could do a lot more.
My name is Cody Guillory. I am the president of Sustainable Design Solutions, which is an engineering firm. We specialize in civil and environmental engineering consulting.
Your reaction to winning this award?
I was very excited and just truly humbled. I have so many colleagues and friends, and even my husband, who have received this award in the past, and it was just such a humbling experience, and just so excited to be considered and selected.
Your vision for Baton Rouge?
Well, through my lens as a person who designs sewers and roads every day, just to continue to invest in our infrastructure, making our city a little bit more pedestrian and biker friendly. I think it not only adds to the growth of the city, but also just to the quality of life.
My name is Brandon Kelly. I am the Vice President and Community Development Director for Home Bank here in Baton Rouge.
Your reaction to winning the award?
It's a huge honor. I mean, the fact of you've got 40 young professionals in Baton Rouge that are doing incredible work. I'm just honored just to be in the midst of them.
Tell us your vision for Baton Rouge.
You know what? I really see a Baton Rouge where we're all connected, where everyone is working together for the common good so we can become the next great American city where whether you live in Crestworth or Kenilworth, we're all working for one goal, and that's one better Baton Rouge.
My name is Michael Mason. I work at LSU, and I'm also an Ascension Parish Councilman.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
At first, it was a little bit of shock when I got the letter in the mail. I wasn't expecting it. I still don't even know who nominated me. I need to find that out and thank them. But it's a massive honor. I mean, it's one of those things you read about it every year, and you see the prestigious amount of people and the groups of people that are brought in. So it's a big honor to be named in that group.
What's your vision for the Capital Region?
Oh goodness. Hopefully better traffic now that the interstate's opened up, and just keep thriving business-wise. I think we're doing really well in terms of our business growth, so I would like to see that continue.
I'm Justin Langlois with Sterling Investment Advisors, and I'm a commercial real estate broker.
Tell us your reaction to winning the award.
I was honored, humbled. It's a huge achievement. I mean, just the roster, the list that you see every year that comes out, it's significant. So very honored to be here.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
I think we struggle in education big time, compared to the rest of the country. So for me, I would love to see us just bolster up our forces and educate young kids.
My name is Chelsea Blankenship. I own 2 businesses, Sosis Boutique with my sister, a women's boutique, and a consulting company, CLB Consulting.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
I was incredibly honored. I got nominated by some dear friends of mine, and just to be on a list with so many names, I literally highlighted all the people that I knew. Super honored.
Your vision for Baton Rouge?
That's a loaded question. I have a lot of vision, thoughts or hope for Baton Rouge. Education is one of them. I have a young daughter, public education. I would love to be a part of making that better in Baton Rouge. I volunteer a lot with the Boys and Girls Club, and it's a big part of the public education system. But I also am very passionate about small businesses and promoting small businesses and collaborating with small businesses. And I feel like when small businesses work together, we become stronger, and small businesses make a community. So I'm all about that too.
Joni Lemoyne, the Chief Nurse Officer for the General.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
I was super excited, especially at my age, to have climbed the ladder so quickly. To be the Chief Nursing Officer in a large organization was a tremendous accomplishment.
Tell us your vision for Baton Rouge.
To conquer this pandemic we're in currently is kind of where we would like to see us go, is to be in a better place in the medical field for the pandemic.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Perkle, Managing Director at Emergent Method.
Tell us your reaction to winning the award.
Very excited. I had the pleasure of working at the Business Report, and it came full circle for me being recognized by them, and just to be part of such a great class with so many amazing people. It's really humbling and an awesome experience.
Your vision for Baton Rouge?
More inclusiveness, everybody coming together, lots of future prosperity by understanding we all have strengths and weaknesses and working together to achieve that.
I'm Tyra Banks. I'm an Innovation and Partnership Catalyst at Metromorphosis.
Tell us your reaction to winning the award.
I was shocked. I was super excited. I had been nominated before. This is my first time winning, and I was thrilled.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
I envision a thriving economy, an amazing city that's attractive, that helps us to retain our talent, and that other people want to move to. I'd love to see a city filled with equity and beautiful infrastructure, less litter, and amazing green infrastructure that makes us more resilient to flooding.
David Helveston with Associated Builders and Contractors.
Your reaction to winning this award?
Just a big surprise, just a big honor, very humbled by the recognition.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
I think it's a wonderful place to live, a wonderful place to work. I think we got to improve educational outcomes here in the city, and that's the big thing that I think we need to focus on here in Baton Rouge.
My name is Hayden Moore, and I'm an attorney at Walters Papillon Thomas Collins.
What's your reaction to winning this award?
I got a letter in the mail, and I saw it was from Business Report. I was like, I wonder what I got from them, because I get the magazine. I opened it, and I literally screamed. My whole office asked me what was wrong, and then I read the second or third line that said, "Don't tell anyone," so I had to act like I saw a bug or something. So anyway, I was so excited. I did tell my dad and my mom and maybe a few other people, but I was so excited, and it's something I really have wanted forever, so I literally could not stop smiling. I still can't stop smiling.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
I want to see a more unified community. I definitely want to see less crime, less traffic, of course, and just like everyone to come together as like one community that really supports people from every walk of life. And I would love to see that for Baton Rouge.
Brandon Holly, Relief Windows. We do windows, doors, hardy plank and vinyl siding here in Baton Rouge. We cover Louisiana and Texas.
Tell us your reaction to winning this award.
Oh, it was exciting. I was very honored. There's been a lot of people that I know, people I look up to it's won this award before, so it's very much of an honor. So,
what's your vision for Baton Rouge?
What's my vision for Baton Rouge? It's to always give the #1 service. Everybody can sell windows and doors, but we're really selling service. So my vision is to keep giving that and changing the way people view construction. You know, we can give you great service with construction.
Jason Stutz, VP of E-commerce and Marketing for BarbecueGuys.com.
Your reaction to winning the award?
Fascinated. I've been working at Barbecue Guys for about 15 years now, and I don't accept personal awards. So when you have something that highlights of what you've been doing on a personal level, it's pretty gratifying.
What's your vision for Baton Rouge?
Baton Rouge has so much potential, and I think we're looking into that. But the business people who are coming up out of LSU and Southern and all that, they need to know that they can find quality jobs in Baton Rouge because it's booming right now. There's no reason to leave.
RJ McJemsey, Premier South Roofing President Owner.
Tell us your reaction to winning the award.
It was definitely an honor. Definitely an honor for us as a team. Without the team that we have, we definitely couldn't have. I couldn't be here on the stage without them. So,
what's your vision for Baton Rouge?
Vision for Baton Rouge, let's get out of this funk. Let's get out of 2020 and get on to a new year so we can enjoy ourselves without a mask, right?
Your reaction to what you've seen and heard here tonight?
You know, it was a fantastic night. It was our first time we ever have a hybrid event. So half of it was live and half of it was online, virtual, right, through Facebook and YouTube. And we're excited that the honorees got a chance to be honored live. They all wanted it, and so we're going to continue to celebrate the rest of the evening.
How can people get more information?
They can go to www.businessreport.com and check in on the issue, look back at previous winners, and more importantly, stay on top of the news.